So hello everyone, my name is Evangeline Nabung. Today we are going to talk about the musical genre here in the Philippines, no? So ngayong araw na to malalaman natin yung bawat genre ng Filipino music. So the term music of the Philippines refers to musical performing arts performed in the Philippines or by Filipinos in various genres and forms. So the compositions frequently incorporate influences from Asia, Spain, Latin America, the United States, and indigenous peoples. Because the Philippines was ruled by the Spanish for nearly 300 years, folk music has a strong Spanish and Latino influence. So yung music of the Philippines refers to musical performing arts na pinaperform ng mga Pilipino dito sa Pilipinas. Now let's talk about what is genre in music nga ba. A music genre is a term used to classify certain types of music as belonging to a common tradition or set of rules. It is distinct from musical form and musical style, but however, the terms are occasionally used interchangeably in practice. So ito yung music genre ginamit na term para ma-classify natin yung certain types of music. So here are some examples ng mga iba't ibang genre dito sa Pilipinas. Number 1 is Filipino hip-hop or Pinoy hip-hop, Pinoy pop or P-pop. Number 3 is kundiman. Number 4 is Filipino reggae, and the last one, number 5 is Pinoy rock. So, iisa-isahin natin yan mamaya. Marami pang iba't ibang uri ng genre sa Pilipinas. Pero ngayong araw na ito, yung limang yan muna ang ating pag-uusapan. Okay, let's start. First is Filipino hip-hop or Pinoy hip-hop. So, yung Filipino hip-hop, often known as Pinoy rap, is a type of hip-hop music made by musicians of Filipino heritage in the Philippines and abroad, particularly by Filipino Americans. Ito yung mga kanta na may rap. For example nga po yung Para-Paraan, Alaala na lang, and during 90s, yung mga kanta ni Andrew E. katulad ng Humanap Ka ng Pangit. Okay, next we have the Pinoy pop or P-pop. Pinoy pop, often known as P-pop or Philippine pop, is a type of contemporary pop music in the Philippines that is based on the OPM genre. Pinoy pop, which began in the late 1970s, is a thriving genre in the 21st century. OPM music was frequently featured in live bands from the 1990s to the 2000s. So, yung Pinoy pop naman po is based siya sa mga OPM genre, and it is type of contemporary pop music in the Philippines. Isa sa mga artista o singer na kilala sa genre na ito is si Miss Sarah Geronimo. Siya din yung tinaguri ang biggest pop star of her generation. And in fact, ang tawag niya sa mga fans niya is popsters. And isa din po si Julina Magdangal na kilalang kumanta ng mga pop song. So for example nga po ng pop song na kinanta ni Miss Julina Magdangal is yung Kapag Ako Ay Nagmahal. So I know na familiar po sa atin ang kantang Kapag Ako Ay Nagmahal. So next naman po is kundiman. Yung kundiman po is a traditional Filipino love ballads. The kundiman's lyrics are written in Tagalog, a fluid, a flowing, and soothing beat with dramatic intervals characterize the melody. So in the Philippines, kundiman was the traditional form of serenade. So yun nga po, sabi nga po na ang kundiman ay isang traditional Filipino love ballads, and yung lyrics daw po niya is naisulat lang sa Tagalog, and yung flow niya, yung fluid niya, and yung soothing beat niya, meron siyang dramatic interval. So dito daw po sa Pilipinas, yung kundiman yung madalas na ginagamit ng isang binatang lalaki na pagharana sa dalagang babae. So for example of kundiman song po is yung kanta ni Rick Manrique na Ikaw Ang Ligaya Ko. So sa ating pong mga lola, lolo, itanong nyo po ang kantang yan is alam na alam po nila yan. Okay, now let's talk about Filipino reggae. Filipino reggae or Pinoy reggae is reggae music created in the Philippines. The country has several bands and sound systems that play reggae and dancehall music in a style faithful to its expression in Jamaica. Reggae in the Philippines comprises the many forms of reggae and its subgenres, and at times combining traditional Filipino forms of music and instruments in their music. No? So, yung Filipino reggae, ginawa po siya dito sa Pilipinas, kaya nga sinabing Filipino reggae. Ito yung nakapatungkol sa ating bansa. So Filipino reggae comprises many forms of reggae and its subgenres at combining traditional Filipino forms of music and instruments in their music. So halimbawa po sa ating Filipino reggae song is yung kantang Ikaw Lang Ang Aking Mahal. So when we search, pag nag-search po tayo sa YouTube, ganyan, Ikaw Lang Ang Aking Mahal. So doon natin makikita kung ano nga ba, kung paano nga ba ang Filipino reggae genre. So, next po, for the last genre is ito yung Pinoy rock. Pinoy rock or Filipino rock is the brand of rock music produced in the Philippines or by Filipinos. It has become as diverse as the rock music genre itself, and bands adapting this style are now further classified under more specific genres or combinations of genres like alternative rock, post-grunge, ethnic, new wave, pop rock, punk rock, funk reggae, heavy metal, ska, and recently indie. Because these genres are generally considered to fall under the broad rock music category, Pinoy rock may be more especially defined as rock music with Filipino cultural sensibilities. So, ang rock ay isa sa mga pinakasikat na form ng music that has evolved over the past couple of decades. Nailalarawan yung Pinoy rock sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga electric guitar. Yung electric guitar ay isang malakas na rhythm na may accent sa offbeat at mga lyrics na nakatuon sa mga kabataan. And many people will describe rock as a type of music that is its own form of entertainment. So, example po ng Pinoy rock song is yung mga kanta ng River Maya, Kamikaze, yan po. So, and that is the Philippine musical genre. Thank you for listening and God bless.